Do you want to know how to naturally exfoliate your skin without disrupting your skin barrier? Well, these are my two favorite ways, and we're going to talk about that. But first, let's talk about why does that skin barrier even matter? Our skin barrier is the outermost layer of our skin, and it acts as a natural shield, and it locks in moisture and it blocks out stuff we don't want. And as we get older, that skin barrier gets more fragile. And every time that we scrub off a layer, our body has to work really hard to repair that. And that's what I'm thinking about every time that I exfoliate. If you're new here, my name is Loanna, and I'm a retired licensed esthetician, and I have transitioned to a mostly all natural lifestyle, especially when it comes to skincare. For years, we were taught that really good exfoliation was to scrub off all of those dead skin cells, and that would promote cell turnover rate, that would stimulate collagen production. And that is the whole reason behind treatments like microdermabrasion, dermaplaning, even your chemical exfoliations. I've done all those in my practice for years. But more research has come out, and some of those theories have really shifted about protecting the skin barrier. And honestly, that was one of the reasons that I decided to retire, because I had a hard time recommending these when I didn't really agree with that approach anymore. So now I just talk about it on here instead. As we get older, that cell turnover rate drastically slows down, and that is our body's way of repairing. They discovered that it was actually causing more harm than good, and that it was damaging our skin barrier. All that being said, we still need to exfoliate. We're just going to do it gently and more frequently without damaging our skin and without disrupting the skin barrier. We're just going to be really nice to our skin. Now let me show you my two ways. Now the first method is a dry brush method. You actually get twofold benefits from this. You get very gentle exfoliation, and you do get some lymphatic drainage, which helps with puffiness and inflammation. You're going to need what is called a facial dry brush, and this is very, very soft. We're going to start with clean, dry skin. I've not applied any moisturizers, toners, anything. I have cleansed my face, and I let the moisture kind of dry. Now, if you follow my oil cleansing routine, it's the same. If you have used your warm washcloth to remove the oil from your skin, just let your skin dry. We don't add anything else to it at this point. We're just going to start the dry brushing technique. We are very gently using this on the skin. We're just very gently brushing it on the skin. We aren't getting in there and scrubbing, okay? Remember, we're protecting that skin barrier. You will be surprised at even very gently doing this, how much exfoliating you actually get. I typically do this maybe about 3 times a week. You'll just have to, you'll know, like, you ever know, oh, my skin just looks a little dull and it needs a little something? You'll get to know your own skin and get your own routine going. Now, if you were doing it super correctly, you would start right here. This is at your collarbone. This isn't a lymphatic drainage video, but just a heads up, kind of give it this at each collarbone. That kind of gets that lymphatic systems opened up and started. But you can start with just gently brushing. I get red really easy, so I might get red, but it tones down really fast. That's just how I am. You want to do all of your strokes in an upward motion or an outward motion. I'm going to go a couple strokes over each area 2-3 times, and then we're going to start right here at the base of the neck, right behind the ear, and we're going to brush that down. That's the only time we're going to use a downward motion, and that is to stimulate the lymph. We want to go in an outward direction to the side, and then we're going to brush it down. That's moving that lymph. You want to do your brush strokes 3 to 4 strokes in each area. I like to start here at the jawline, do several strokes back to the ear, then move up. Then you're going to take it and move it down to get that lymph moving out and then down. Believe it or not, just that soft movement across the face and then pulling it down. If your lymphatic system is moving correctly, I start feeling my sinuses start to drain a little bit, but I'm not scrubbing. We're just gently going in that outward motion. Then you're just going to repeat it on the opposite side. You're going to brush out and then move it down. Then brush out and move it down. And you just repeat that on this side. Being very gentle under the eyes. Then I just come in and brush around some of the spots that you may find need a little extra exfoliation. Now this isn't the lymphatic drainage part, but I tend to get a little dry, and I'm going in gentle circular motions. And then again, you always want to try to go outward. We're never brushing down on our skin. We're not brushing down. We're brushing out or gently up. If you are just pressed for time, there's not a thing wrong with coming in with your dry brush and just gently sloughing off some dead skin. Just try to go in those same motions. You don't have to do the whole lymphatic thing. Sometimes some people get a little dry right in here. You can gently. Now we're being very gentle around that eye area. On the forehead, I like to either go up and out. And we're going to talk about how to clean your brush too. I like to get my lips. Now you can go through the whole process doing one side completely and then move to the other side, or you can do 3 or 4 here, 3 or 4 here, 3 or 4 here, 3 or 4 here, going back and forth from side to side. Perfectly fine. Do whatever floats your boat and don't overthink it. We're just sloughing off the dead skin cells. You'll be fine. If your main goal was lymphatic drainage, then yes, you would follow for certain techniques, and we'll cover that in another video, but we're just exfoliating here. It feels super soft. I'm really pink. Now, if you overdo it, you'll feel it. You'll feel a little sunburned. You're going to have to start off slow and gentle. Start with maybe 3 strokes per section and see how you do. And then if you do fine, then maybe start to do 4 strokes, 5 strokes until you find your happy spot. Just remember, simple and gentle. So next we're going to talk about the frankincense scrub and how to use it, when to use it, so you can figure out your own routine. But first, let's look at how to clean this up, and then we'll get to the frankincense scrub. If you're using your dry brush regularly, then you probably want to clean it about once a week. Clean it with warm, soapy water. Now, I'm not using hand soap. You want to use a very gentle body wash. That's what I use for our hand soap. Or a organic baby shampoo, a gentle face wash. You can use some Castile soap, and you are just going to soap this up, scrub it up, rinse it off. I do this a couple of times. Then I shake off the excess water, and I shape up my bristles, and then I let it sit on a dry towel and drain and dry on its own. What I recommend for a dry brush is, these are goat hair bristles, very natural bristles. This one I did tons of research and I bought a couple different brushes, but this one is no longer available on Amazon. But it is a good one, but Amazon doesn't have it anymore. Now there is a set for a face brush and a body brush. I think it's with Primally Pure. I'm going to purchase that because from the research I've done, that looks like a pretty good set quality wise. I will link a few in Amazon. Should be pretty good. That's really reasonably priced and give you that choice with Amazon. and the Primally Pure, but I'll link that in the description. Now for my favorite, it is the frankincense scrub. You get a little bit of the scrub and a little extra oil so you have a nice good slip when you do the scrub. You just distribute it all over your face and then you just scrub and you gently scrub. Now, I'm just going to pat this around and treat it like a mask because I should not have filmed this and done both of these procedures in one day. I would be extremely irritated. I also like to leave this on for about 15-20 minutes and use it like a mask. I have a full video on this scrub, how to make it, everything. Now, this makes an excellent lip scrub, and you want to just gently scrub. You do not want to scrub really hard, just really gently. And when I have time, I'll go wash my hands. And then I just leave this on and go about my business. And then I'll try to leave this on for about 15-20 minutes. We'll go have a cup of coffee. And I basically just treat this like a mask. Now, you don't have to treat it like a mask. You can go ahead and wash it off immediately after you scrub. And the way I do that is I just use a warm washcloth and I just hold it on there a minute and then gently wipe it off. I probably did this a little more than I should have to show you all how, but my redness will calm down in about 30 minutes. After the exfoliation, I use my glycerin and rosewater spray. This adds a really nice hydration back to what we've just exfoliated off. This is really calming and soothing. I would not use any kind of toner or astringent. I have all of this linked in a video as well. My entire skincare routine is very gentle and it is all about protecting that skin barrier. Whether you do this at night or in the day, doesn't matter. Just do it after you've cleansed on clean, dry skin. About 2 to 3 times a week, you eventually can kind of tell, oh, I need to exfoliate. These are gentle enough that you are not disrupting your skin barrier as long as you're using your noggin and you're being gentle and you're not over exfoliating. There is such a thing as too much of a good thing. I have a really exciting opportunity for a giveaway for you guys. A very nice giveaway, and that'll be coming up here in a few weeks. So keep an eye out in the community chat, and if you're new here, you hit the subscribe button and there's a little bell notification button. If you click it, you can click to be notified every time that one of my videos pop up so you don't miss any of this and you don't miss that giveaway. And I'm really excited about some things that are coming up here in the near future. I will have everything you need linked in the description, and I'll have those videos you'll want to check out right here. I thank you so much for hanging out with me. My name's Loanna, and this is A Little Bit of Homestead.